Welcome to Trek Trav. I'm Trav. This is Star Trek, the animated series review, episode 6, The Survivor. And it was an interesting episode. A few little funny things popped up, a few interesting things popped up. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's get into this review. So, the Enterprise discovers the ship carrying Carter Winston, a renowned scientist of whom has disappeared 5 years ago. His fiance is aboard the Enterprise, conveniently. And when he beams aboard, we not only get this mustache, we get that mustache. It's very, very interesting on the mustaches. When he comes aboard, Dr. McCoy tests him. His readings are a bit odd, but nothing noticeable. And then we find out that he can change his form. He's a changeling, and he sort of talks to his fiance, and then he changes into Kirk to get them going to the Romulan neutral zone. His fiance, his name is Ann Norad, or Norid. And a few things popped out in this episode. Number one, when they get to Romulan space, the Romulans eventually find out they were there. They do discover that he's a changeling because Kirk comes back after being, I want to say, Vulcan nerve pinched by this technically alien, so he is unconscious. Kirk comes back and goes, "Oh, I didn't order this." And then they turn around, but they encounter the Romulans, of whom are conspicuously flying Klingon birds, Klingon D7s, essentially. And my first thought was, oh, okay, so they're using something they're reusing animation, which is what they tend to do in this episode. But it was sort of, they had insignias on them, but at the same time, they were very clearly Klingon. The Romulans looked fine. It was saving money. The changeling pretty much continues to take over other people's bodies, causing all kinds of mischief. But he becomes more and more like Carter Winston over that time, and you see him fluctuating between his love for his fiance, and he doesn't want to hurt people. It's interesting. I don't know why he's a survivor. He's just sort of there. There's no real acknowledgement that Carter Winston is dead. It's just sort of like this alien has taken upon Carter Winston's form. The alien looks really cool. Once again, the animated series has created an alien which I would love to see in 3D or in live action. It looks really cool. It's unique. I've not seen many aliens like it. And genuinely, like, this story is very simple. It's kind of like the salt vampire from the original series, except it doesn't kill its people. It sort of just discombobulates them and makes them fall asleep. Another thing I noticed was a couple of shots, and obviously, once again, reusing animation, backwards insignia, so they're on the wrong side of the uniform, which instantly I noticed because I'm a giant nerd. It's obviously going to be a trope of this series to reuse animation altogether. Now, another thing in this episode is we get introduced to Maress, who is our first Cation, like the Doctor in Lower Decks. She is voiced by Majel Barrett, which is pretty clear. Apparently, from what I've read on Wikipedia, she gets voiced by two different people, Majel Barrett primarily. And she's a great design. Catwoman, big hair, and she's sort of just there. We also get RX or Errol or the other alien guy. I love seeing more aliens aboard the Enterprise. It sort of makes it feel really good. And in the 70s when they made this cartoon, that they didn't have the option for sort of Enterprise alien crew members sort of being that alien. But the episode's conclusion is pretty simple. The alien saves the Enterprise in the end, and I believe it's predictable. It's a little bit standard sci-fi, but I get it. I understand it. Once again, a lot of like scientific terminology, which I don't think kids would understand. I think that the voice acting is pretty much on form. I love seeing multiple moustaches. It's the animated series has been a really interesting journey, and it's certainly an odd piece of media. Even to review it, it's very difficult to sort of talk about it too much because sometimes it sort of comes across as being too short. There's not enough padding. Other times there's some huge padding. I loved the 70s/60s-ness of it. In that it's just it's a very weird cartoon. It's a very odd, and I'm enjoying, like, to be fair, I'm enjoying every episode so far. I've not had a episode where I'm like, oh my fucking god, I'm over this. It does help that they're 30 minutes or less. What did you think about Star Trek, the animated series, Season 1, Episode 6, The Survivor? Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Come back on Friday for a random topic. Good video this week with Ribbit, and Star Trek Voyager review on Sunday.
Subscribe to Trek Trap now.